Greetings adventurers, I'm Lorne Gaming, and I'll be your guild advisor for this video. It's been a few days since the update, but I wanted to give a more detailed explanation of Record Buster, and also hand out some tips based on my own experience of the new mode in Arena. First off, let me clear up any confusion about how the reward system works. There are 3 different systems for potential rewards in Record Buster: group ranking, global ranking, and score. All 3 of these are based on your own performance during a Record Buster fight. This always uses your highest score. For group ranking, you and other players in Record Buster are randomly distributed into groups, and you will have your own personal ranking within that group. The rewards in group ranking will be handed out after Record Buster ends. Group ranks 500 through 151 will get 1 Heroic Falna and 4 Buster Medals. Rank 150 through 101 will receive 2 Heroic Falna and 6 Buster Medals, and so on and so forth, with even higher ranks receiving CP gift items. Like war games, rank rewards are based off your overall rank among all players, with Iris as a reward for different ranges, starting at 50 Iris for rank 50,000 through 40,001, all the way to 1,000 Iris for rank 1. These global rank rewards are also obtained at the end of Record Buster. Score rewards are obtained from the mission list as soon as you reach the score milestone. Now for the Record Buster itself. In the Record Buster, you will fight an unkillable enemy, in this case, it's Otaru. He does both single and multi-target physical attacks, which can cause stun, and on the end of turns 4, 8, and 12, he'll use a special move that hits all your units for a lot of damage if you're not prepared. Before you start the Record Buster, you can choose a difficulty to play at. My suggestion would be to start at 1 and see if you can last to turn 15. The longer you last, the higher your score multiplier will be in the end. If you feel that difficulty 1 didn't give you any trouble, increase it by 1 and see how you fare. If you tap on some player profiles, you can see the teams they use in Record Buster. Also, hitting popular units will tell you the most used ones. I will now explain the logic behind these choices. For adventurers, Sparkle Princess Eyes and Elven Awakening Lafia should be obvious, since we're coming off their banner featuring lots of guaranteed rolls. It's not a surprise to see the top 2 damaging units in the game being used, when most people have the limit broken to some degree. Fushikata Chigusa from the Step Up banners is a similar case, as she sports a heal and a strong 35% strength buff for 4 turns. Her damaging skill is nothing to scoff off at either, after using her strength buff. The new Oka is a great defensive unit with a good endurance buff to help you against Otaru's attacks, and a cover skill which heals him for 20% HP and redirects all single target moves to himself. Superior Rain Otaru is a strong physical attacker with an endurance debuff and is easily limit broken through his Step Up banner. Fells is a strong healer with a great physical resistance buff as well as an ailment resist buff to help against the stun. Tsubaki is a great physical attacker with a 20% strength debuff skill. Anya is generally a good boss killer due to her 20% physical resistance debuff, and she has a banner going on right now. Mikito's skill, Jubakuji Yonchiki, is a strong 35% strength debuff to reduce Otaru's damage. Bathroom Princess Eyes is also a notable adventurer due to her 40% physical resistance buff, which is particularly useful during Otaru's multi-target attacks. Moving on to assist characters. Everyone received part-time Hestia for the launch of the game, and she gives strength to all allies. Paradise Mood Hestia in particular is very good, as she reduces Otaru's strength by 15% or 20% if you somehow max limit broke her. The reason Misha is so high up in popularity is to counter Otaru's stuns with her stun resist for all allies. Beautiful Admirer Freya is from the Step Up banners and inflicts an endurance debuff to your foes, so your attacks will hit Otaru harder. Amid is just a great assist in general because of her HP regen, 15% normally and 20% if max limit broken. Artless Hephaestus increases your allies' physical resistance by 12%, 15% if max limit broken. Anya is a great strength assist that lowers your foe's physical resistance by 15%, 20% if max limit broken. Chloe was helpful in war games, and she's helpful here for the same reason. She'll negate the first physical attack done to each of your units, giving you more time to focus on attacking rather than healing. She'll actually negate 2 attacks if she's max limit broken. White Dress Seer is a defensive assist with an 8% endurance buff to all allies, 10% if max limit broken. Other assists you should consider are Naza from the event, who is a physical attack oriented assist, but has an 8% heal every turn for your allies, 10% if max limit broken. She's a good option if you don't have Amid, like myself. 3-star Mighty Elephant Ganesha reduces foe's strength by 8%, 10% if max limit broken.
I am Ganesha!
Yeah, we know. 3-star Burning Forge Hephaestus has a 12% physical resistance buff. Do keep in mind, however, that this only affects the equipped unit. Do remember that buffs and debuffs of the same kind do not stack. If you have a part-time Hestia which gives 10% strength to all units, and a 3-star Hestia that gives 20% strength to one unit, The one unit with 3-star Hestia will only get the 20% strength boost. You can only have one assist and one adventure buff of the same type, applied at one time, with the higher buff always trumping, and this works the same way with debuffs. Try to make your initial party with a mixture of units, aiming to survive to turn 15. One particular strategy you may have noticed on some people's parties is putting Misha or another assist on a low level character. This is to take advantage of Misha's stun resistance buff while getting out a more powerful assist and adventure combo, as Misha doesn't have the best stats. In my example, I use Finn. The battle starts and Misha's stun resistance buff applies to all my allies on the field. I then attempt to use Finn's critical rate up buff before he dies to Audrey's multi-target attack. My Tsubaki switches in, and I have the glorious anklet I crafted from Buster Medals from Record Buster equipped to her. When crafting the anklet, it comes with a random ailment resistance. In my case, it was stun resistance. So all 4 of my party members have at least a 75% stun resist or higher, allowing me not to worry about Audrey's stun. I use the Ganesha assist to lower Audrey's strength, Freya to lower his endurance, as well as bulk up my Chigusa. The physical attack Naza is on my Tsubaki, which helps me recover a bit of my HP each turn. I utilize Oka's 20% endurance buff and Tsubaki's 20% strength debuff to lower the damage Aru deals to me. On the offensive side of things, I have Eyes equipped with part-time Hestia, and Chigusa uses her 35% strength buff so all my physical attack type units hit Aru even harder. When Aru gets around to turn 4, 8, and 12, I make sure to have Oka's endurance buff up, Tsubaki's strength debuff on, and to top off my health with Chigusa's heal. I find it more advantageous to save up your special arts gauge to do more damage in a combo. This pairs nicely with Chigusa's strength buff if you have all physical attacking units. Carefully manage your moves to make sure you minimize Aru's damage, especially on turns 4, 8, and 12. While taking advantage of the times, you have a lot of health to deal damage to Aru with more offensive skills. As you play through Record Buster, gauge your performance and difficulty and see if you last to turn 15 for the best score multiplier. If you find out that you struggled, lower the difficulty, or maybe focus more on survivability. If you find your units are overly strong, increase the difficulty and see how you fare. Record Buster will challenge your overall team building knowledge and move selection. It's fun to see how changing up your approach to fights can increase your score. Hopefully, these tips and suggestions shed some light on how you can improve your Record Buster score, and you can get all the Iris and Heroic Fauna rewards you deserve. Cause trust me, we're all starving for all the Heroic Fauna and Iris we can get. If you found this video helpful or informative, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel for more content. To stay updated on what I'm doing, follow me on Twitter, and you can also join my Discord if you have any questions about the game. Continue enjoying your time adventuring in Memoria and the dungeon. This is Lauren Gaming, and I'm signing out.